Hey, what's up? This is the ad-lib episodes I do here when I'm out and about. Right now we're walking down a hill. Coming back up the other way. We got to go up a hill. We're doing this exercise at least 4 times today, maybe upwards of 6. And we're going to mileageometer that out later. You know that's a word, right? Mileageometer. Well, it really should be a word, mileageometer. So really trying to just do some of these exercises on being able to, you go down, there's a certain set of muscles, and everything's up and down so much anymore in terms of the economy and prices of things, that you almost got to adopt that same behavior. And it all starts on the physical side, being able to go down hills and up hills, not metaphorically, but literally. First thing you should see when you see a hill or mountain, it's like, I wonder how long it takes to get to the top of that. If you're not thinking that, obviously you got to use all your precautions and your safety mechanisms and your equipment and gear and all these types of things. And we'll do metaphors and whatnot here on these as well. But just really trying to jump right back in. I used to do a lot of jogging. I really can't do that much anymore. Just can't do it. Maybe I could. Maybe I'll try it again here soon. See if I'm able to push myself into that area again. So, just a matter of seeing how we are doing like four trips. And sometimes you get caught up when you're out hiking and stuff. You gotta be going in a big loop, or it needs to be some worst case there and back, but most people don't like doing these short there and backs. So I'm gonna get my sun pictures probably when I get down here, and a little bit back and forth as well. So we'll have a few different things to keep in mind. The downside here is working good, some good legs, getting the quads and some of the muscles and things around the kneecaps and whatever those names are, which I've forgotten. So getting some hamstring as well. I was trying to think of some of the other smaller muscles and things, but I'll have to go back and review some of that just to freshen the memory. So this is my favorite podcast that I do, is where you're out and you're about. You're doing things, you have things happening, you're going, that's going on, you're trying to figure some stuff out, but also keep a sharp mind. So obviously it is good to be able to think and relax and be away from the cars and the noises, just to be able to talk and listen to your thoughts, whether you go back and listen to them or whether the process of being recording or archiving them may have a impact on exactly what it may be that you're going to strive for, and where exactly that you're able to focus on those energies. And back to the ESE mini S&P futures. So we're going to talk about long stuff like that, and then we're going to say, what's going on with the mini S&P futures, right? Most people, it's all about the trading. It's all about I traded this, I traded that. That's just a small aspect, but maybe a few people are interested in that. Do they really want to hear you reciting all this technical jargon? Probably not. Technical jargon. I like the technical jargon, but I'll try and leave it minimal some technical jargon. Some of it gets over my head even. So we made one loop, one circle down here. We've got an actual loop. We come back slightly different, but not really, towards the bottom. And now we're starting the ascent to go back up. I've got some water shoes on. Real thin water shoes. I say this all the time, but I prefer the water shoes over anything. Water shoes over expensive shoes, high-end shoes, this, that, whatever the case. The water shoes and things of that nature. So anyway, just having some thoughts on everything and sort of where markets may be moving this week, where the sentiment is on gas prices through the crude oil. And what's going to happen there. So I'll probably get cut off halfway through this episode. I'll come back and do another one later. So this one, you go straight down as fast as you can go. You turn around and go full speed up. And I don't even have the backs of my water shoes over my hill. So I'm sort of scooting, sort of gliding along here in that regards. But it's always fun to see. I've already set the the ground rules where I'll go. Has to be at least 2. So one's not going to do it. The 2 is going to be the ground level. Interesting. And I'm like, well, maybe I should have said 1. But hey, you already documented. I'm documented saying it. I think I can back out now. Obviously want to do 4. Got about 7 minutes left, so we're going to pick up after I get these laps in. Once this, got 15-minute segments. Used to be able to do this live, but something happened with that. Going to have to go back and have a look. Got to do some combinational analyses tonight. Now we're getting into the beefier part of the hill. It's a nice hill. Not crazy, but it's pretty nice. I did not say that brakes were excluded. So it means we can definitely do brakes. Both the top and the bottom have a different turn that you can use. So that's like number 1 down and back. Number 2 is going to be a tough one. So I got this really long mountain trail. It's not really long. It's only like 1.2 miles. But I'm telling you what, just crazy how I'm sort of training a little bit. I know I'm not good enough shape to go up that one yet, but we'll give it a try. Maybe very soon, maybe not. So, not really sure, but I am trying to train for that one a little bit. Be nice to train for one for a little bit, so just to see what kind of things would happen. So, yeah, here's lap number 2 going down. Good again. Some people just hate the repetition of this, but it's also a pattern. Building patterns and things, some things can help you build patterns and other things. So it's all about pattern recognition. And you're looking at the ES Mini. When I'm looking at that market, what I've noticed is you go into your main level, so like 5,000, let's say 5,000 is a level, then you're going to have 510. There might be a few oddballs, like recently, it's 5,000. The next level up on ESE Mini, 5010. Next level, 5020. Next level, 5035. Next level, 5080. And then 5100 at the top of that. So I'm breaking it in recently. They've also put in a few levels I'll have to look at. I'd be like 64 on some of these upper areas. And they have a 6 now, 5006. So there might be a few other areas I need to point out. I believe there's a few 47s even. But 64 seems to be. So if it's like in, 535, 5650, 564, 5080. See, it's in a sequence. So that started to come into play in the last few hundred points on the ES E-Mini. And let's just start off a little casual here. And I went straight into the E-Mini S&P there. Pretty good jump in, lead in. Coming down to the bottom of about midway point. Coming down to the bottom here of the hill at not too much longer. So, like I said, this episode will drop off and we'll pick back up. Maybe we'll just pick right back into it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a part 1, part 2. The exciting episode going down now, and then in a moment we'll be going back the other way again. And then we're going to do it again and again and again. We know we're doing 2. Can we do 3 or 4? 4 I would be happy with. 1, no. 2, 3, oh, you tried. Yeah, you tried your best. 4, oh, you achieved it. You exceeded it. We only thought you did like 2 or 3. 2 max. So, I don't know if this is too many laps today for this first exercise venture, but maybe we'll find out some additional details here shortly. You're going to get a really nice sunshine dropping on us here. I'll take a few pictures when I get to it, and then we'll pick up with episode 2. Walking Up Hills is the name of this episode, this show. We got about 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Appreciate you listening and checking us out as well. Here on DrawDownKing. Not got much time left, so it's going to sort of fade out. Maybe it won't. Maybe just abruptly we'll just stop. But I'll let it play out all the way out to the full 15-minute mark. And again, this is DrawDownKing. Got a bunch of trash out here in the woods. Looks like I'm going to have to be the one to sponsor this pickup here. Have a great afternoon. DrawDownKing.